I think with Dr. Hew, we are always battling perception versus reality, especially in your space, right? And you're always trying to fix the bridge between perception and reality. When someone walks into your clinic asking to look better, what are they really asking for? And I want you to be very honest.
All right, thanks for having me, Ethel, by the way, conversation. And I want to claim a little bit of credit for this session today because I spoke with Ethel because she handles my PR for my clinic, my 4 clinics around in Klang Valley. Yes. And I said, we have to do some articles, give me one good one a month. And then she focused on beauty. Okay, said, do this stuff on beauty. And then when she first sent me the article to read, I was like, wow, there's more and more and more. There's like really deep dive into beauty. And she also interviewed, Sanjana and Eileen, and also gave some of my quotes. So I was like, wow, blown away also. So I'm glad this events, right, have come about, because of this, right? Okay, so so also I must say that my fellow interviewees, right, are also very authentic. You can see from what they say, right? And for the longest time, actually, in aesthetic medicine, there are a lot of issues. I mean, we could discuss the whole few days. There's a conference that can be convened, right, to discuss about all these issues. I mean, there's body dysmorphic syndrome, right? There's expectations versus reality. There's idea of perfectionism and all these kind of things. But at the end of the day, as a doctor, right, according to the Hippocratic Oath, if a patient comes to see me, right, first of all, I must relate to the patient. I must provide a good consultation, right? And then after understanding and communicating what the patient wants, right, and I feel them and I sort of get an idea of what the message is, the first thing to do is do no harm, right? So which is actually quite difficult to see nowadays in a lot of clinics happening around the world. In Korea, in Taiwan, in China, right? They're all, right? I think it's not wrong to say that a lot of these clinics are overdoing it and actually causing harm to people at large, right? In a way, sometimes subtle, sometimes maybe permanent. So when a person comes to see me at the clinic, like I say, first of all, I have to understand where they're coming from and understand what the problem is. It's very easy for some patients to come to see me in the clinic and they say, I want a little bit of Botox. It's easy, right? I mean, that's so easy. I could just do it for them. I want a bit of filler. I want this thing filled. But always at the clinics, right, what we want to do at the end of the day to get the patient to get a good result and accomplish their goals is actually first to see what they actually need, not just what they want.